What's going on, guys? T-Mart here, and today we are going to be talking about the next Call of Duty game coming out later this year. So, I know it's never a good thing to hop on the hype train too soon, but we really aren't too far away. Within the next couple of months, we'll start getting leaks, and then usually around May is when we get official announcements and trailers, which is really not too far away. So, what I wanted to talk about in this video is an announcement that we got a couple of days ago, and the reason why I'm a couple of days late on this is because I just got back in the United States. I was in Costa Rica for a week. It was so much fun, guys. I even uploaded some vlogs from the trip of me and my girlfriend. So if you guys want to see those vlogs, I'm going to link them down in the description. Make sure you guys check them out. But anyway, what this announcement is that Activision officially announced that there was a new Call of Duty coming this year, and then it was going to be made by Infinity Ward. So it's not an announcement that we didn't already know. Like, we know that the Call of Duty games are on a 3-year cycle now. We know Infinity Ward was up next. So it really wasn't much of a surprise. But now it's been officially announced. And the actual language said, in Q4 2016, Activision Publishing plans to release an innovative new Call of Duty game from its studio Infinity Ward, the makers of the Modern Warfare series. So, yeah, it's the same stuff, different year. We always get this announcement at this time of the year, and it always says it's going to be innovative and new. Like, that's the exact same couple of words that they've been using for like 3 or 4 years now. But I think it's true. Like, people, talk a lot of trash and say stuff like, oh, Call of Duty is just the same thing reskin. Well, I mean, look at what Advanced Warfare did with the Exosuit. Look what Black Ops 3 did with the, movement system and the wall running and the chain movements and stuff. It always is, they do bring new stuff to the table. So I think that is warranted to put in there. So, yeah, that's the official, announcement. And then Infinity Ward also tweeted, they said, COD 2016, now it's official. Can't wait to show you what we've been developing. Hashtag Call of Duty. So, yes, there is a Call of Duty coming this year. Yes, it's going to be made by Infinity Ward. But what in the world could this thing be? And that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about today. So, I see 3 different directions that these guys could go, all right? So, number 1 is to continue on with the Call of Duty Ghost series. Number 2 is to continue on with the Modern Warfare series. And those 2 are kind of like the safe bets, I guess you could say. And then number 3 would be to completely develop a new IP, like an entirely new kind of storyline with new characters and stuff like that. And, that one obviously is a little bit more scary. That's going to take a lot more, and it could end up being really good or really, really bad, depending on how the fan base, reacts to it. So, talking about the first 2 here, what are the odds of them continuing on with the Modern Warfare series? I think very, very unlikely. I don't think they're going to do that. The Modern Warfare trilogy was a fantastic set of games, and I don't see them going back and trying to add to that or trying to, change that in any way, because it's gone down in history as like an awesome Call of Duty series, and I don't think they want that to change. Also, in terms of like the storyline, the characters, I mean, Soap is dead, Makarov is dead. What all could they really do to continue on with that storyline? Because although, a lot of people, especially in this, YouTube community, only play Call of Duty for multiplayer, the single player is still really, really huge, and a ton of people play it, and all the games are always based around that, and that's where the multiplayer comes from. So I don't see them doing that. In terms of Call of Duty Ghosts, I really could see a Ghost 2 based off of how the story ended. Like, if you guys played the Call of Duty Ghost campaign, there was an enormous cliffhanger, one of the biggest cliffhangers we've had in Call of Duty history, and it was very obvious that they were kind of setting up for a sequel and for a next installment in the series. But there's a problem with that. Ghosts has a very bad rep. It's, probably the most hated Call of Duty we've ever had. And I just, from a business perspective, I don't think that they would ever put Ghosts in the title again, because a lot of people didn't like Ghosts, and it was a weird time of the year. Infinity Ward only had a couple of years to work on it. They also it was the first Call of Duty game on next gen, so they were developing for both last gen and next gen, and there was just a whole bunch of stuff going on at the studio with people getting fired and lawsuits and stuff like that. So it was like, it wasn't a bad Call of Duty in my opinion. Like, I didn't mind Ghosts, but it definitely wasn't one of the better ones, and I feel like it kind of rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. So, the name Ghosts has a negative connotation around it, and when people think about that, they, remember, bad things and bad thoughts and bad experiences. So I feel like putting Ghosts in the title, for a second time really wouldn't be a smart move, and I don't think that they're going to do that. Now, moving on to our next option, creating an entirely new Call of Duty with an entirely new, storyline, entirely new series. That's very much popular, but like I said, it's also scary because it's kind of like taking a leap of faith and seeing if people are going to be on board for an entirely new idea. And if they do this, my only thought and question is where is this thing gonna take place? Because if they create something new, they can do anything they want. And I feel like we have been in the modern warfare or kind of like close future warfare period for a very, very long time. Like we've been stuck in this modern or close to modern time period for years now. Like granted, Black Ops 1 was in the Vietnam Cold War era, which I really, really liked. Look at Black Ops 2, look at Black Ops 3, look at Call of Duty Ghosts, look at Advanced Warfare, look at, the Modern Warfare series. 7 out of the last 8 Call of Duties or so have all been kind of in this either modern or very close to modern near future area, and it's like, holy cow, we are beating this into the ground. So I would like to see one of two things happen. I would either like to go back in time, back to, either a World War period or a Cold War period, Vietnam, stuff like that. I think that would be pretty cool. Or we could even go further into the future. And I'm talking about not like super realistic could be happening within the next 20 years future. I'm talking go way out into the future, almost to like a Destiny style. You know what I mean? Like Destiny was very, very popular. People really, really like Destiny. I think we've, kind of talked about a space Call of Duty before. Like we had some space missions in Call of Duty Ghosts, and that was kind of cool. So what if we had something like that? There wasn't like this close modern era. It was like either way out there or way back in the past. That's what I would like to see. I'm not really sure which one I would like more. I feel like a super futuristic Call of Duty would be awesome and, totally new and something we hadn't seen before. But at the same time, I'm a huge, huge, huge fan of World at War. That was the first Call of Duty game that I got, at release night and played start to finish and, win all 10 prestiges and stuff. It was just like, I absolutely love that game. I love that era. So I feel like I would kind of prefer to go back in the past. But I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Do you want like a Call of Duty in the future? Do you want a Call of Duty in the past? Or would you like a Call of Duty to stay in the same like modern, near modern time period we've been in for so long? Leave comments down below. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to catch you guys later. Check out these videos if you haven't seen yet. Peace out.